Okay guys, so this is how to pour wine correctly. Okay, first thing we're going to start off with is one that not everyone knows about, which is corked bottles. Now corked bottles, first thing you want to do, if it's got foil on the top, is to take that foil off. Now the way you do that is you grab your knife from your bar mate, alright, you're going to place it onto the very top of the bottle, so where the top of the bottle meets the cork, that's where you're going to place it, okay, and you're going to go counterclockwise, okay, like so, all the way until you can pull the foil off. Alright, once the cork is exposed, what you'll then grab is your corkscrew. Now, see where that starts, which is up here to be able to leverage it off. Now when you're leveraging, alright, big thing that you want to do is you want to be making sure that you're always pulling up, not to the side, because you're going to rip the cork and you're going to ruin the bottle. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to twist it all the way on, all the way down to the bottom until you get to that sort of level where you can start to leverage it off. Now, most of the time you're going to be able to leave at least one of the coils of the corkscrew up. Sometimes you might have to go a little bit deeper depending on the cork. Okay, so again, the way you're going to be pulling, so see how I've got that angled, right? You're going to be pulling up, okay? And then you're going to get to that level, and again, you're going to do the same thing, and if it's still in there, you're just going to have to use a little bit of elbow grease and rip it up, okay? And that is how you pull out a cork. Now, next step is pouring that wine, okay? Now, no matter what, whether it's white, red, or sparkling, you must always be showing the label to the customer as you're pouring. So the way I do it is from the bottom of the bottle, like so, chuck your thumb into the butt, easy as, right? And you're gonna pour slowly with the label out. Now, the way that you're pouring, right, is gentle and slow. You are not pouring ridiculously quickly. I like to give it a bit of an angle, but you don't have to. Okay, we'll get to the first line there. There we go. So that right there is 150 mils, and if you go up to the top of the four hearts, that is 250 mils. Alright, so that's the same for both reds and whites, okay? Label out. Now you can, if you're uncomfortable holding it by the bottom like I do, okay, you can hold it from the side. That is, again, an acceptable way of pouring. But the label must always be out, okay? Showing to the customer. Your hand can't be across the label. Alright, again, pouring slowly like so. Next step is your sparkling wine, okay? Now we've got a couple of different sparkling wines. We've got a Piccolo and we've got large bottles, okay? So large bottles, you're pouring from the bottom, okay? Label out, get into your customer like so. My fingers on the label, no fingers on the label. Right, and you're going to pour in slowly like so. I'll demonstrate with this warm Ginger Green. No, the cold one. It's cold Ginger Greens. Okay, so there you're going to be pouring Piccolos. They're a little bit difficult. You may not be able to remove your hand from the label, but do the best you can. All right, so you're going to pour in like so. Right to the top. Now there are a little bit left over in these Piccolos because our glasses aren't the same size. All right, so you just give them the rest of the bottle with that one as well. All right, guys, so that is how you pour wine. And guys, also, so when it comes to the recapping and I guess removing of the foil here, on sparkling wines, what you'll need to do, see that perforated edge there? When you're pulling it, you need to pull along that perforated edge. If you start to rip a little bit lower, pull it back up and rip through the perforated area. You still want that bottle to have that nice bit of foil on the top, just for presentation. Okay, and when you're finished pouring your glass of wine, right? Obviously you need to seal that sparkling bottle so to keep the oxygen out of it, keep the bubbles alive. So what you need to do is you need to grab your bottle stopper. So we've got a couple of these here at Pump Yard. We've got versions like this, which they take the air out, and there's other ones where you just push it in and there's a little bit of oxygen that remains in there, but not enough to ruin the wine. So what you'll need to do is chuck that just on top, clamp it onto either side of the bottle. For the Cunara one, you've just got to give it a couple pumps, take the air out of it, chuck it in the fridge. The other ones, you just got to place it on there, clamp it on there, bang in the fridge, off it goes. Awesome.